Thank you very much and good morning to the viewers. We are in Tlhabane Township in the Rustenburg, that is in the Northwest Province, where, as you have mentioned, there is a launch of a cashless ATM that will serve as an additional platform of SASSA grants. And of course, Office of the Presidency as well as the South African Post Office are launching this ATM. And you'd remember that in the Northwest Province, we have registered 36 COVID-19 cases with 20 recoveries, and of course this leaves us to about 16 active cases. And if I can just highlight that Rustenburg is the epicenter of COVID-19 here in the Northwest Province with 27 cases, and Northwest is the second province here in the country to benefit from this cashless payment or cashless ATM, if one can say, after KwaZulu-Natal. But to talk more about this, we'll be speaking to the chairperson of the South African Post Office, that is Colleen Makhubela. Thank you very much for joining us. If you can just tell us about the launch of this cashless ATM and how it works.
Thank you very much, and thank you for honoring us with your presence today. As a South African Post Office, we are very excited about this initiative that is meant to assist our people, not to go to town to go and queue in our post office branches, but we are bringing the service delivery back into the communities. And this is in line with the COVID-19 response requirements to ensure that there is social distancing, to also ensure that some of our elderly people that are more vulnerable and the disabled, they don't need to be traveling out to town. They can, within their local community, be able to come and access their money, not only get cash out of a local dealership like this, but also to exchange for goods. Instead of getting cash, they can get merchants, whatever food products or groceries that they would like to have. So we are very, very proud that this initiative has finally come to life. We have launched 20 in KZN. We are launching now in this province. We are looking forward to going to Limpopo in the next pay run. And we will always be innovating as a post office to ensure that our people get value for money, they get dignity of service, and they're also supporting the local economic activities.
Of course, that speaks to the economy of the township or the area, if one can say, and less contact, as we know at this moment we are facing COVID-19. If you can just specify, how will this ATM work and how is it different from other ATMs?
Thank you. The first thing about it is that it is a mobile, it is a small device like a point of sale device that can be deployed to any merchants, whether it's a spaza shop or a general dealer. So when a card-carrying member of SASSA comes with their card and they can present that card to the merchants, they swap it to check balance, and they can also then, through that swiping, decide whether they want to withdraw money or they want to buy goods with that cashless ATM. So what also assists the spaza shops and the merchants is that they don't need to also carry cash within their premises. So we are able to relieve them of that cash. We also, to save costs for the beneficiaries for going to town. Number 3, we also are promoting that people must buy locally. The money must circulate within the local premises.
Thank you very much. That was Colleen Makhubela, who is the chairperson of South African Post Office. You'd remember that we are now on level 4 lockdown here in the country, as the country is trying, by all means, the government is trying to combat the spread of COVID-19. I will now talk to the Deputy President in the Presidency, that is Thembi Siweya, to talk us, let us know more about their support in terms, if we talk about this cashless ATM. Thank you very much, Deputy Minister, for talking to us. If you can just tell us, as the Presidency, your view regarding this cashless payment ATM, as we know it limits contact as we are now facing the spread of COVID-19.
Good morning. From the Office of the Presidency, you remember that in the Presidency you have got a ministry which is led by Minister Jackson Mthembu and myself as a Deputy Minister. One, for us, this is innovation. Innovation which our President keeps talking about, that we should bring forth innovations which will assist our people. Dignity for our people, innovation which will assist to ensure that we deliver services to our people quickly. Also, we are responsible for planning, monitoring and evaluation. We are here today, one, to look at what they have been talking about this cashless ATMs, how it works, how is it going to assist our people. And from where I'm standing, we are really happy that the demonstrations that we have seen, it's indeed going to assist our people. It's going to assist even Post Office and SASSA with the current methods which they are utilizing to distribute grants. This is an addition, an innovative contribution to what is already existing. It also responds to COVID-19 because instead of our people moving from their homes to towns, which is also an expenditure in itself, they can walk to a local shop. The rent is stretched within the community. They buy, we have seen it is safe, and they can check their balance. So we are also giving our people the pride and dignity to use even some sort of an app where you dial, you check your balance and so on. What we are going to do as the presidency, and directly so in terms of monitoring, is that after 6 months or so, we are going to visit all the sites which Post Office shall have launched, one, to check if the system is working, is effective, is assisting our people. But two, because we are responsible for planning, when after planning you implement, we monitor and probably will then meet with Post Office to say these are the shortfalls which we have found, and this is how we can make sure that we correct. We are also very interested because the pilot that they started in KZN and today they are here and they are saying that they are going to Limpopo, for example. It gives us hope because they are talking about provinces, and where they are going is where our people live in poverty, they are marginalized. We are really happy, and the call that we are making to South Africans is that if you have got innovations, bring them forth so that government can assist in modernizing them and streamlining them so that we can give our people services at their homes and we bridge the divide. And the question which we always speak every day in the presidency is that we want to address inequality, poverty and unemployment, and this is one system of doing that.
That was the Deputy Minister in the Office of the Presidency explaining that they will be monitoring this project after 6 months. That is the project that is of cashless ATMs here in Thabani. This is the first project since Post Office started with KwaZulu-Natal. But I did manage to talk to one of the beneficiaries here on the site who also mentioned that this is convenient for them as they will be able to get their grants nearer to where they stay. But at the moment, I can just say this is one of the projects that will ensure that the spread of coronavirus is kept. But at the moment, back to you in studio.
Right, let's go to that brief.